Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here, still in Elpis. I still love it here. Damn, look at that fog. It looks so insane. I feel like every time, like, if there is a sunset or sunrise, or literally there's some fog, it just always looks so different and just magical. I love it. But yeah, let's continue. Not that I or anyone else will be able to make use of it, even if we knew. But it irks me to discover that there is an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. The personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there are none among the 14 who specialize in the celestial. He would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. Why did you join the convocation? What do you specialize in? I don't know what he specializes in. You wish to know why emet-selch was chosen for the convocation. I should be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Lest you've forgotten where to learn about Hermes. He's sulking, I love it. Where to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Okay. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the Ampelos to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it is released onto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't faring so well. The Charybdis. That is what we shall tend to next. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main isle and head north. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. I understand there is a problem with one of the Charybdis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the Charybdis is based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustment to enhance its affinity to wind, it is capable of flight. The specimens created from the concept could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. This third-generation creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to wind is diminished, and it cannot fly. No matter what we try, we cannot get it to rise even the slightest bit. Sad. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable flawed. With your permission, I will reword the creatures and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. Why, you needn't go to such lengths. You don't know, but of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robless, shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort, it's just that when transformed I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of those creatures? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emet-selch, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? Meanwhile, I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. Let's have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. But I mean, how is he not flying though? He's hovering there. But he looks like he struggles a little. Emet-selch is out of sight. Good, let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have emet-selch trained at Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents, and with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you described, it is not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Laura, I want you to go to emet-selch. Tell him that you have a favor to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now, and good luck. Right in the chat. I have a favor to ask. Okay. I can do that. Alrighty, here we are. Let's see. I have a favor to ask, emet-selch. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what Hyflodeus is up to, and I will not be made to know. I refuse. If Hyflodeus is to be believed, relentless insistence may serve to wear down the ever-wary emet-selch. Say, please, emet-selch. Okay, we can do that, we can do that. Please, emet-selch. Did I write it the correct way? Okay. Please, pretty please.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
Pretty please.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent emet-selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Disgusting.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, emet-selch. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Neato. Hey.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we?
Damn, Hyflodeus is so pretty and also really nice. And fun.
You were wondering why emet-selch joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. but I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emet-selch has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow. Her antics irritate emet-selch to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world, and when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Is that cool glowy blue color?
Ah yes, I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to emet-selch? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
I bet he enjoyed it a little bit. Don't fall off. How can I wave to him? I can't target him. Do I just wave? Emerging from his reverie, emet-selch notices you and begins to descend with the Charybdis? I like the music, it's always like, oh, it's chill time. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learned to fly. Ah, adorable. Dura and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed some small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief, as you wish. I like him. Hermes? I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all of my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnorisis for now. I would like to see his face at some point, to be honest. Alrighty, let's go back. Alrighty, we are back here. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help, do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I merely chose the most expeditious way to have done with an impediment to our business. If the day is fun. Nope. No! Tell me, Dora, in the course of watching me, have you learned aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that it will change. Dynamics seem promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. Yeah, I guess this seemed a little promising. I mean, that's probably what's turning them, no? Dynamics, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lykaon? I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation than it set upon the nearby Occupides, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I just fed them myself, and the Occupides were keeping a wide berth. It is the nature of the Lykaon that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I've no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there is no point in postponing the inevitable. Doris will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path to the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Doris is still there, however. Hermes, wait! I guess we should go help? If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. Let's go! Well, that's not good. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. Lykaon was indeed responsible. Sad. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doris must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emet-selch and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Lykaon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Flora. Come, come, it's down this path and over the bridge. Let's go! Alrighty, here we are. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I'll know him when I see him. Mateon is now accompanying you. Okay, let me look for that person. Alright, I guess we found Doros. Well, now, if it isn't Mateon, what brings you here? I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Lykaonos, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields and restraints, frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Cutices. Once I've submitted my reports, I'll see them rewarded without delay. It's as he says, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14, what brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news that a Lykaon slaughtered Archaeopedes. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released. I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lykaonos would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Would it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. It allows us to erase or alter memories, that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions, without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous, depending on the intensity of the etheric emissions. Pashtarot may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits. To prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand, to manipulate the subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of Ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. This all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat onto the world. Yet, insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lykaonos have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion that emet-selch may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray, show them to the meeting room. I guess Mateon is not too happy. To men other beings such as things, to be used and controlled like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. Sad. A sentimental gift. Ah. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Mateon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Flora. Loath I am to impose, may I leave Matteon in your care again? Why can't I attend the meeting? I mean, you're dead, if you'll excuse me. Can you help me with something, Laura? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting or beautiful or strong, better in some way. Our flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here at the 12 Wonders. Okay, let's get some flowers. Okay, after 10,000 different flowers, we finally found something. Oh, Elpis flowers, they're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're entelecchies. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. It's only for Hermes though, for others they're always white and bright. Well, not always. Truly, the flower was dark in your home. Then, do you have it too, a dark emotion? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I've felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I dare say I have a few. You don't have to say it. I can feel it's something you want to hide. But once you lend it to me, the darkness inside you. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. Truly, you'll do it? Thank you, Laura, thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. That was such a waste of my time. Let's go. Okay, we're back. It seems they're still talking. Let's wait until they've finished. Don't want to look for more flowers.
Hermes!
Yippee!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteion company. Emet-selch and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Why can't I just go to my room and they can do that alone?
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
She's like, please feel terrible.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteion has shared much with you.
What? Face reveal?
May we talk a moment?
Of course. I don't mind. Alright, go away, man. A hedgehog! Oh, that's adorable.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man.
What?
Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished.
Yeah. The hedgehogs are so cute. It's a whole family.
We make an effort
My
to spare
kitty.
them the pain, but they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear, and it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Yeah, that could be of service. Let's have no more brooding, eh? Oh, I could tell you all about suffering. Yeah, that could be of service? I don't know.
To so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden, you are a strange one. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters. Sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life, as one might expect. Exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
Oh. What? Did I miss something? Aw, he wears the mask again. Verdict and execution. Whoa. An all too brief interlude, perhaps, but at this time I attend to my next task. As emet-selch and ffxiv are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lykaons. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Aww. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lykaons would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose as a hazardous life form, if Lykaon has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lykaons have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We return to the main aisle. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with viera shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. Yandura handled that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to emet-selch, unneeded though it is. Meteion, you're to stay here with Doros. But Hermes, the Lykaons must be reverted. I would spare you their pain and mine. This is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent to unhelping, then please follow my lead. Alrighty, let's go. And there he is. Spooky. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry, within striking distance at present, but it feels threatened. It may well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach slowly in full view and draw the Lykaon's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Okay. my god, okay, let me do that. Alrighty, that was easy enough. Just way too long for what it is.
Now.
Why did he need me to distract it if he just runs in front of it?
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire.
Aww.
Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high. Fly free.
Aww.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
The other Lykanos have been taken care of. The incident is resolved and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Good question. But we're gonna solve this in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye!